Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Wendy here again from Little Nest Crafts, and this video today is a catch-up video for Margaret Miller's weekly collage planner challenge. We're on week 38 and or I'm on week 38 should I say, because I've been away on holiday for 3 weeks. So yesterday I did 2 videos to catch up where I filmed week 36 and 37, and today I'm going to be doing 2 videos to catch up to date with weeks 38 and 39. So this is week 38, and I've quite enjoyed this one. I've managed to use some scraps and things that I'd made, so it's not taken me long to prep you know, for what I wanted, because I got quite a few bits in my stash, so it's always nice to use a few of those. So the first prompt for this week is something found in a kitchen. The second one is a colour that reminds you of summer. The third one is a book page. The fourth one is something with holes. The fifth one is a musical instrument. And the bonus is any kind of tag. So I wanted to use a background colour, you know, something that reminded me of summer. And when I was trying to choose which colour, I asked my husband which colour he thought associated with summer, and his was blues and greens. And I found mine were slightly different, and I found it really hard to choose. So I went through my stash of papers and I found this. So I'll just move my prompts out of the way as normal and get my background piece. And I'd got this leftover paper from a project that I was doing, and this represents summer to me, and it's all lilacs, lemons, a bit shady pinks, and pale greens. So because I found it difficult to choose one particular colour, there's hues of blue in there as well. That I thought this piece, I would use this piece as my background piece. So it was a square page, but so what I've done is I've fussy cut round, and I'm going to hide this with part of the ephemera that I've cut out for this project. So I'm going to use that as my background piece. I hope that you like that. And then it says something you found in a kitchen. Well, I first thought, I don't drink tea, but you know, I know that my mum and family always had tea, and there was always a teapot in the kitchen. And I found this image on the internet, and I thought the colours matched. It picked out the lilacs in the in this background piece. So I shall just ink that up a little bit, just to take a bit of the whiteness from around the edges, and I'll go in there as well. But I don't, you know, I don't drink sort of breakfast teas. I do occasionally have the fruity teas. I think I've mentioned before I'm a bit partial to the lemon and ginger herbal tea, and I like cardamom tea and that sort of thing. So I thought to hide those keys, I would pop that there on my piece, and it does look as though there's a tea bag sort of being dunked in the pot there. And then something with holes, I found this lovely little silver tea holder, and this is for loose leaf tea, and it can be used for when you're making a pot of tea, because you put your tea leaves inside the little ball on the end, and there's, I don't know whether you can see, but there are tiny where is it? tiny little perforations so you can stir it round the pot. Or you can make a cup of tea with, you know, just a teaspoon of tea and sit it in your cup and stir it round to make it the strength that you want. So I've got that as well. And then the bonus, any kind of tag, I'd got this little tag in my stash. And it's one that I'd previously made for Rachel and Bella. Some projects that I was working on, the design team for Rachel and Bella, where I made these little dangles for tags. And so because it had got the colours that I needed, the lilacs, and there was a yellow flower, you know, that picked out the yellow in there. And it had also got book page on it. So that's my piece of book page that's mentioned in the prompts there. So I didn't know whether to hang that on there or whether to use my teapot as a tuck spot and tuck in my tea bag stirrer and my tag. My tag is actually a bit thicker than this pocket, but I think once it's glued down it could hold on to it. Or I could reinforce the corner and have it as a tuck spot, you know, have it hanging off that corner flower and have that as a pocket. And then my musical instrument, on a previous week, I used a saxophone as a musical instrument, and I cut out several because they were different colours, black, gold, you can get pink ones. And in my stash I'd got this one, which was a lilac one or purple one, and it picks out the colours there too. So I didn't know whether to, I suppose I could do that even. Pop that on the side there next to my teapot. Just have it slightly coming off the page, and then I could tuck my tag in there. Could even do that. Pop that on my tag. And I also thought of using that as a dangle on here, getting rid of the bird, but it is slightly a bit too wide. The mouthpiece comes off unless I did something like that. If you move the bird out of the way, no, it's not quite. I could do that and have it. And what I did, because I was possibly going to use it as a dangle, I flipped it. So I could do that and use that as a tag. Just have that on there. But I think I quite like it as a separate piece. Let's have a shifty. Should have to be on the front. I need that to go there because I want to hide the keys. Take that up a little bit. Could do something like that. my little tea stirrer. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So let me get my glue. Well, oops. Because I've not been able to get the needle out, it's needs washing. So I think I can't use that. Go around the bottom, just in case I do use it as a pocket. There we are. Oopsie daisy. And I think I need to glue this background piece. So excuse me one moment. There we are. And then I put that along the bottom there. Yeah, I don't just let all. Yeah, I'll do that. Put that along the bottom. By there. And then I can hide that bit of a string with my saxophone. I do love the sound of the saxophone. My favourite piece, Baker Street. Showing my age now. So there we go. There's my saxophone. And then here is my little tag. And I'll leave the bird on it for the time being. And my little yellow flower. And I'll tuck him in there. So that is fairly straightforward this week. Nice little quick one. So I do hope you like that. I know everything seems to be down in that corner, but I didn't want to cover my bee. Because you know I love my bees. And that reminds me they need checking this week with being away for 3 weeks. So yes, there's my little tea bag. So we'll just go through the prompts. So we've got something found in the kitchen. It's my teapot and my tea strainer. A colour that reminds you of summer. Well, hard to choose. Lilacs, pale blues, pale pinks, yellows, greens. So all of those are in there. A book page is my little piece of book page on my tag. Something with holes is my tea strainer, and also the saxophone's got holes as well underneath all these keys. A musical instrument is my saxophone, and bonus is any kind of tag. And I think this tag was made out of one that came off of some clothes. So it's an old clothes tag that I covered with some papers. So that's week 38. So I do hope you've enjoyed it. And I'd love it if you would join me for week 39. And I'll see you there. So take care, everybody, and have a great week. Bye now.